Okay, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. All right? If you are a part of a trio and you don't know who the duo in that trio is, I'm holding your hand. You are not a part of that duo. You are not. It's guns. All right, I didn't realize my bangs weren't even, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing, you know? And we're gonna talk about it today in this video, but listen, even if you're not in a trio, you probably have been in a trio before. It happens a ton. High school, college, middle school, whatever. Like, I feel like it's impossible to not find yourself in a situation like that. And it always pains me. And I can't tell you how many times, and obviously I'm anecdotally speaking here, but I can't even tell you how many times I've heard of a friend be like, oh yeah, like we're in a trio and we love each other. We know each other from school. And I just cringe. Not because like I'm hating on them. Like obviously we love over here, but I do think it's one of those things where trios almost never work out. And it's solely because of the fact that there's always a duo and a trio. And if you've never heard this saying before, I promise you, you are not going to stop saying it when you see situations like this. But like, think about it. Like, I want you to think about, like, what shape comes to mind when I say three? If you've taken geometry, like, for 5 minutes in your life, it should have been a triangle, right? So when you think about a triangle, what is the weakest point of the triangle? Like, if there's 3 points, what would be the weakest point? I'll tell you right now, it's not the one that's over here. It's not the one that's over here. It's the one that's over here, right? And so, like, to kind of connect the dots for that, like, when you have 3 people, it's just human nature for there to be an outlier, for someone to not be as close as the other person. And it'll be so subtle too. Like, things could be going perfectly for days, weeks, months, but then you get like these micro aggressions that just add up and create tension. So let me give you an example. Like, I know you guys know where it's just like, hey, it's like person A and B talking. They're like, ugh, like, you can't tell person C this. Like, I don't feel comfortable telling person C this, right? Or keep this between us. Or that even the most subtle, like, hey, we're gonna go hang out and we didn't think to invite person C. Like, it's hard. Like, it could start off and you don't even mean any ill will. Like, you could just be like, oh, person C can't hang out with us. Well, we can still hang out. And it could be as simple as that, but it's just like, it's just human nature to like work in bonds, in pairs. And obviously that doesn't mean a friend group. Like, even when you think about a friend group, there's people that are closer to each other than other people. And like, when it's a trio, it puts that pressure on to make sure everyone's equal. But while having said that, I still think that, you know, if you're in a trio, just know where you stand. Just know where you stand so you can level set expectations. So you're not just like, oh man, like they're not inviting me, or they're not doing this or that. Like, if you are a part of that duo, like, it can even feel bad because you know that you and the other person are closer, and like it could feel like a hee hee ha ha, like inside joke type of thing. But as always, like, have empathy for the other person and just be mature about it. But if you are not a part of that duo and you are part of that trio, or you're like the outsider in that trio, just like know where you stand, because again, you don't want to get hurt, and you just have to like set expectations to where you're like, okay, like, I know that I'm not as close to them, and they probably are closer in other things than I am with them. Like, I am not trying to be a hater. If you're in a trio right now and everything's going perfect, just like trust me on this. Trust me on this. Like, it's just not like, it just is not supposed to be like trio. I don't even know what to tell you, honestly. If you're in a trio right now and it's going well, I'm happy for you. I'm not trying to like manifest anything bad for you, but just know that like there might be a day that comes where that trio absolutely explodes because, you know, just 2 people got closer together. So, okay, how do you avoid that? What can you do about it? First and foremost, like, if level setting expectations isn't good enough, I promise you, add a 4th person. Add a 4th person. Like, that, like, think about a table, right? I know I keep throwing out these analogies, but think about a table, right? A table can stand on 3 legs, but it'll be wobbly. But add a 4th person and there's structure again. You know what I mean? So that's like a healthy way to go about it. You can also, you know, don't chase it. I think it's one of the worst feelings in the world when you feel like you're third wheeling a friendship and like you're there and you're seeing inside jokes you didn't hear about, or you can't suddenly make it. And the thing that's like where trios also really explode is when you add other dynamics into it. You know what I mean? Where it's like, hey, like this is a like what I mean by other dynamics is pretty much other people and also other life instances. If, you know, these two people happen to go to college, but, you know, you don't want to go to college, right? I mean, now there's just so much more relatability between those two people, and you just don't really relate to that thing. And other things like, oh, maybe they have boyfriends or they have girlfriends, and now you're just like the single one. You know what I mean? You can't go on that double. You'd be like, what is that, like fifth wheeling at that point? So that's one thing to keep in mind. And another thing to keep in mind is just never put your eggs all in one basket. Like, don't put up this trio of a friendship up on a high horse and be like, oh, like, screw everyone else. We just have the three of us. Like, again, it just pains me because I can't even tell you how many times I've personally seen it happen to other friends. And even me, like, I've been on both sides, like in middle school. I remember when I was a part of a trio and I was a third party, and I just felt like shit. I was just like, oh my gosh, like you guys are hanging out. Like I feel like the uncool one. You know, I just feel like I can't relate to my best friend anymore. Oh my God, bro, don't even get me started on when you are best friends with someone and you introduce a third person and now they become close. Bro, I'm sick. Like it's just one of those things where, damn, like that sucks. Like you just got your friend taken just like that. So again, that doesn't mean like, you know, confine your friend to a cage and feed them crackers. But again, just be ready for any possibility. And to put a ribbon on this thing, I think this is going to be a very short video. But yeah, I really just like the whole point of this video is there's always a duo and a trio. Know where you stand so you don't get hurt. And I don't know you guys. Again, I say this in all these videos. Like, I don't know whoever's watching this, but if you're watching this, I just always am trying to look out for you so you do not get hurt. I think there's so many complex things that have to do with relationships and dynamics and friendships and feelings. And I think that's what I'm trying to build here in this channel. And I just want to say thank you if you made it to the end of this video. I try to release a video every Sunday, and this is my 5th video. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you had a great rest of your day / evening / night. And I will see you next week. Goodbye.